Right, let's go.
Oh,
Look at this.
why is it so high at the front?
Do you like it? Or am I wasting my time and money? Hate rubbish like this.
What's wrong with it? It's America.
Looks horrendous.
Here they are.
Because lots of people do try and do this in the UK, you see. However, normally they choose an automatic one. Who wants an automatic Mustang?
Not us.
No one.
Certainly not us.
And they also do it want to ones without Recaros.
It's got Recaros.
Of course it's got Recaros now.
454 horsepower. It's got Brembos over a standard Mustang. It's got an LSD. It's got a GT500 rear
What's the
subframe.
difference in a GT500 subframe?
It's much better.
What, why?
Revised geometry and active dampers.
On the subframe.
Yeah,
So does that mean the pickup points?
that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll
Is it
be
made of aluminium versus?
yeah, much lighter.
Is it?
Don't know. With the Mach 1 handling kit, it'll have 128% more downforce than a standard Mustang GT.
At what speed?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
From
Zero. Yeah, from zero.
Right, we'll leave you to it.
Alright, we'll see you in a minute.
Going to do a proper intro, some description.
How do you want it
I
done?
was going to say, so we get a lot of requests in the comments for certain cars. One of them is a Mustang or American stuff, which we rarely do, but we have listened this time. So here's our 2021 Mach 1 Mustang. There are a few differences over a standard GT Mustang. So you get LSD in it, you get Brembo brake, you get a GT500 rear subframe. It's still the same 5 litre V8 Coyote engine. 454 horsepower. Us being us, we can't leave it alone, even though it's already a special Mustang. So Marcus has imported the Mach 1 handling pack that's US only. What you get? You're getting a big front splitter.
Front splitter, arch mouldings, which
We think might
I've
be there.
realised this one has already got because someone's put some massive spacers on it, which look rubbish with those wheels, I think.
Yeah, we won't need those. So we put in, they're called bird's nest wheels on it, which are from the handling
yeah.
pack. The fronts are 10s and the rears are 11s. So you get a 305 section front tyre, which is impressive.
Rear arch spats, which again, I don't know if these are the... We got new ones anyway, so if they aren't the right ones, we'll fit them. GT500 spoiler to go on, which has got a massive gurney flap on it. I think it's about a 10 grand option. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, you can't get it in the UK, and that's what sets it apart the most from the normal GT.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we're doing it basically, and it just looks way cooler.
We're going to drive around to Martin's. He's going to do all the work, and you're going to film the whole thing, aren't you now?
Yep.
Oh, lovely stuff.
A few people have done this handling pack, but the ones I've seen in the UK seem to be based on auto cars, which you can't have a handling pack on an auto car even in the US. So I don't know why you do that.
Effectively, we're doing it properly. Is what
Yeah,
I'd say.
all genuine Ford
Yeah.
parts.
I saw that, quite exciting on the boxes, for performance bits.
Because I've seen pictures of them without them, and I don't know if it looks better.
You want them gone?
Might do a vinyl delete.
We're detatting it.
Yeah, but this shouldn't be on here.
No, it's better, isn't it? That's just better.
Is it definitely not meant to have these on?
There's none on any other pictures.
Before I ruin
According to the internet,
sacrilegious vinyl removal.
there's no stickers on that one.
Must have woken up one day and think, what bit of tack can I attach to my Mustang today?
What can I stick to my car that's not there already? US flags and orange nostrils.
Another
Filter there.
feature of the Mach 1, open air box.
Look at that.
Then in America, you get a slightly larger throttle body, which puts the power up to 480 horsepower, but
Is
it
that
is
what it is?
restricted in the United Kingdom to 454.
Look at it. I don't know whoever fitted the spacer and then thought, yeah, that's fine.
I like spacers, but not when you've got awful wheels.
The tyre sticks
And a
way
tyre
up the arse.
that's like,
Lloyd went to buy an Alpine A110 and ended up with one of these, which is quite random.
he had a bullet, didn't he?
Yeah,
And a Mustang.
because he thought it
Practical beast.
can load its own pieces into it, basically.
Is this going to be a bit brave?
I think it'll go in. No.
Look at that. More?
Yeah. Oh, a bit more.
Oh.
If you leave the seat folded, it'll go in.
That's your lot.
I can go forward a bit. I got more.
I'm fully inserted.
I've got more.
Off we go.
Off we go. Oh, in the rain in a Mustang, we'll be very careful. We've all seen the video. It's also a van. Got all its own stuff inside it.
So it's going to be much lower, these are?
I think so, yeah. From the photos, they look very aggressive. I will leave it with you.
We will look after it. We'll take a good look at it now.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a lot different.
Hopefully, when it comes back out, it's going to be different.
Hopefully. I think it will look cool.
Right, let's go! Yeah, looking some nice shiny bits. The best thing when you're building a car is like, especially if you've obviously spent a lot of money on this stuff, you just want to get in there. They look very cool, don't they? Just like a bird's nest. Can you see the little tweet, tweet? With every car we get in the workshop, and every car Dream Car does, we always do a good check over and inspection. We know this car should be pretty good. It's done 14,000 miles, but there's no point fitting things like suspension if we've got plain suspension joints and things like that. So Simon's going to do, while we go through the job, a full inspection on the car, even checking tiny things like, do the windows work, do the mirror motors work, things like that. So yeah, he's going to give it a good check over before we even do any of the modifications, really.
Just a general look over everything and make sure everything's all right. Because it ain't no good having it if it ain't no good, is it?
That is screaming downforce to me. Let's have a look at the spoiler stroke wing. What are these? House plans. Oh, that's going to be a template, isn't it? Does that mean we're going to have to do some drilling?
Are we going to film that far?
I don't know yet. Yeah, we're definitely drilling this boot lid. These studs, this alignment hole there. I love drilling. I love drilling into brand new cars. That definitely goes on there like that. Look. You know what we're doing? I'm going to go and start fitting wheels and tyres. That is a wheel spacer that somebody's put on these wheels to make it look a bit cool. It's probably Marcus. He loves a wheel spacer. Just make sure because drilling a boot lid is like measure 7 times, drill once, and I don't want to just go in gun-ho. I think that looks like a very similar hole. Yeah.
Are you thinking you won't have to drill?
Thinking we might not have to drill. Reconvene with that once we've changed these wheels, because then I need the car a bit lower. Let's go do some tyres. I'm making a right ash of this. Sheet on! So we're just going to balance one of the wheels now. Right, that's all the wheels done. Let's go and stick them on the car.
Old one's off, as you can see. We spoke about it, is it going to be much lower? Some people look at that and think, wow, it's going to be that much lower than that already. That spring rate will be different than that one. So once it's on and once it's compressed, it'll be different anyway. Yeah, get that back on. And yeah, these springs are different, as you can see. I imagine the length probably be very similar. Yeah, however, there's like progressive spring at the top. So again, it's just the way the characteristics of the car will change. New springs in. I think we do the cosmetics next.
So I think I've worked out that this literally just parks on top of the old one. It doesn't replace.
It's a splitter on a splitter.
It's a double.
Yeah.
Like that. But the instructions helped me out there, Nath. Imagine I would have gone to all the effort of taking the old one off and gone, why is this not fit?
All going to plan?
Yeah. Splitter on a splitter is active.
Spoiler for track use only. How can that possibly be only for track use? What a load of crap.
Nath, it's back to this scenario. How am I going to get the spoiler off?
You would hope that the spoiler bolts were the same.
Yeah.
Because it's going to cover the same
I think they
area.
I think they are.
Yeah, they're the same.
I know.
I'm giving the
suspense.
There's not the suspense of the video.
Oh yeah, these could really be different. It's going to be completely different, isn't it? Why is it so high at the front?
They are quite thick springs, you know. For all them takeovers, you know. So you
Sure
can
you did-
actually
Sure you didn't
spin
get
over somebody.
confused and accidentally put the old springs back on? Unless it's going to settle, but it's got to settle by about a foot.
That's a lot.
So I reckon it's settling already though.
Gonna get some thread to cut through that stuff.
Surely if that was down, you'd be able to then lift it. Oh! Thumbs hurting now. It only came down to look how you're getting on. Martin will get back and be like, there's the spoiler gone.
You just yank it off.
It fell off my hands as soon as I touched it. Need some stuff to get this off.
I've got caramel wheel.
Yeah, but it makes a mess. I did that bit with my thumb and that bit with the caramel wheel.
Right. Fuel? Got some old race fuel.
That worked. Why is the cloth going grey? No.
Okay. Definitely do.
It's a bit of a caramel wheel, this. Show me how one works.
What he's done to it?
Oh God, it's burning my fingers, this is.
What, the fuel?
Yeah, my precious supple hands.
Precious supple hands. We're on overdrive there, Marcus. That's what's happened.
I reckon my thumb did it quicker.
Oh, look at this! Have you seen it?
All it needs now is to be about 6 feet lower. We might have to get some lowering springs, looking higher than when it drove in.
It definitely is. It's definitely higher. Get on the hunt for some KWs or something for it.
You can't drive everywhere with 4 people in it to make it look good.
It's done apart from the alignment now, isn't it? So should we take it off, do a burnout and then go back in?
Yeah, so these are meant to be 20mm lowering springs
To a stock GT?
for a car with Magneride,
Right.
including Mach 1.
So what are these then?
Stock.
Stock Mach 1s. So I'm sure Marcus over there is going to order some more springs.
I think he's doing it right now.
Yeah.
What's 0.75 of an inch?
Three quarters of an inch.
Well, I know that.
It's probably like 20. It's probably like 20 mil, isn't it?
What have we got on
It
it?
needs 40, really, doesn't it?
Sending photos to these people saying,
Getting.
do you
getting a
supply
lot
any
of
lowering
FOMO.
springs that actually lower the car, please?
Something happened.
This is the Mach 1.
It is.
We've put front lip.
The split is big. I like the wheels.
Wheels look really cool.
It's
The
aggressive.
springs, however, we think it's actually higher than it was before. We're not going to align it just yet. We're going to take it around the block, see if the springs settle and everything, because
Yeah.
the internet tells us they do. And then
The gurney flap. It's way more
aggressive,
out
isn't
than
it?
I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Then more.
Yeah.
I thought it'd
quite
go up
far
more,
out.
but it's way more out.
You know, when we fit coilovers on, say, the M3 like that, 5 mil is usually like a normal settling rate of a
That's a good height.
linear
That's what
course.
we're looking for, really. That's a good height, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be continued.
To be continued. Nearly 3 or 4 days after, we've done not a lot of work, a lot of messing around. In true Dream Cars fashion, or Marcus's fashion, we fit those springs, weren't happy with the height. We weren't happy with the height, to be fair. So Marcus did a lot of ferreting on the internet, found the lowest springs you can possibly get for a Mustang of this year. We fitted them, the ride height was exactly the same. So we've decided collectively to keep the Ford Performance handling pack suspension on it, and now we're just about to align it. A long-winded resolution. We did a lot of work and got to the same result, which is how it goes sometimes, but at least we tried. Well, we're just about to start the alignment process now, so we're going to show you the string alignment that we do on most of the cars that you guys win. And then, hopefully, we'll call this car done. Marcus is going to come around, pick it up, and take it away.
Already put the kit on. It's basically getting a perfect square around the car. Then we can do measurements from that bit of the rim there to the string there, same on the front there and there, and figure out where's what, and the same on the rear basically.
38. What we're going to do now is probably get the car off, take it for a little road test, make sure the steering wheel's straight, make sure it feels good, and then fingers crossed we can sign it off as done. Happy with that. You feel a lot of grip on the front end with these massive tyres on the front, which is good. Car feels balanced. I'm happy with the alignment. I think this is good to go. Low enough for you now? No.
It's the same. No amount of beavering online could find any lower springs.
Yeah. We tried.
It still looks good.
Yeah.
The front end looks really cool. But yeah, we got there in the end. So hopefully
One
people like it.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Or have I wasted my time and money? Hopefully not.